Good morning from the Alps again. Unfortunately this time I'm not as lucky with the weather as last time. This morning I went up to the Steinjöchle and I wanted to hike up the Falschkogel Mountain, which I scouted yesterday. But unfortunately the weather forecast wasn't correct this morning. So as I started the hike it already started to rain, and now I'm at the Steinjöchle. It's 4:45 and the rain has picked up. If you see there, a little glow, but the problem is with all the rain, the rocks up there will be very slippery, so I don't think I can attempt the ascent. I've been up there yesterday and it's quite steep in parts and normally no problem, but in the darkness, when it's wet, I don't think it's a good idea. So this is just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you get up in the morning, hike to a mountain and have an awesome view, but much more, or many other times, it's quite the opposite. You hike up there, you don't get a photo. And I think this is one of those mornings, but I mean, it's still cool to be out there, to put in the work, even if it doesn't work out. Next time, maybe it will work out. If not, then the time afterwards. So you just try and try again. And yeah, it's just how it is with landscape photography. Sometimes it works, but you normally don't see all the other times when it doesn't work. So the photos you see in all those communities, that's maybe 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 100 times we're out there and trying to get the shot. So let's see, I'll stick around here a bit because it's a little shaded from the wind. Maybe 10 more minutes and I can try, if it stops to rain, to find a shot from here somewhere. But if the rain doesn't stop, I'll just hike back down to the car and get back to sleep. But I'll come back definitely because the views from up there are so great, and I took a few photos yesterday during scouting, and at least I'll show you those so you get an idea why I'm a little bit disappointed. But hopefully next time I can do a proper video again. So see you. So I had to abandon my viewpoint at the mountain, or I couldn't even get up there because it was too wet and didn't want to risk it on the slippery rocks. So I went back down in the rain, and then I drove down this winding mountain pass, and just as I came to this little parking lot, the sky began to light up. So I quickly grabbed some shots, and maybe I can show you quickly how this looked like. So I grabbed the tailor lens, zoomed in a bit and did some bracketed exposures because the sky was really glowing in nice reds and magentas. It was a little sad to not be up on the mountain, but I think it was still the right decision because on the way down it also was very slippery. So let me quickly show you what I did here, how I shot it. So I have the tailor lens to zoom in a bit and to get this V shape and the mountains, many diagonals. I had the sky lit up, which is now gone, but I think in maybe 10 to 15 minutes I could get some sun, so I'll stick around a bit. If not, I have the photo, so I put on the polarizer to reduce a bit of the haze and the glare in the distance, and I also dropped in a 0.6 hard edge gradient neutral density filter to even out the exposure of foreground and sky. But I also added bracketing because you see here the sky has some very bright parts, and I just wanted to make sure to capture everything, so to have the complete dynamic range. I also shot a vertical shot, but then went back to horizontal. And I think I cropped this in by 4:3, which I did with the camera modes. Oops, that's different shots. Okay, so let's just stick around a bit longer, see if the sun comes through and if the sky does some magic. And if not, I at least got one shot, and I'll definitely come back and do my intended sunrise or even sunset shoot up on the Falschkogel Mountain. But for now, I'm glad I came out and got a photo after I've already given up hope.